So today I've got a bit of a treat. We're going to go on a UNESCO World Heritage train. It's the Shimla to Kalka train line, which is, as I said, a UNESCO World Heritage Site for being one of the oldest mountainous railroads in India. So it's also known as the Toy Train. It's about 93 kilometers long, and it takes just under 5 hours. So it goes incredibly slowly, and it's mostly a picturesque sort of idyllic train in terms of scenery. You know, apparently, well, there's very nice views. It goes all through the mountains, lots of tunnels, bridges, etc. So it was built in 1903 in order to unify Kalka, which is a mountain town in the southern Himalayas, with Shimla, which is the current capital of the state of Himachal Pradesh. And it was originally built as a British hill resort kind of town during the British Raj in the Indian subcontinent. So that's where I've been for the last 3 or 4 days, just chilling out basically. Not a huge amount to do, but this is where I am now. Have a look. Just walking to the station now. It's about a half an hour walk from where I was staying. So yeah, the train leaves in about an hour, so it should give me a little bit of time at the station to suss things out. But as you can see, look at the architecture. You know, it's very, well, it's almost like being in a late medieval British town. This is a church, Protestant Anglican church there behind me. And I went inside there yesterday, I think. And it's as you'd expect, a little church in any British town. Really interesting to see that, you know, the scope and the breadth of diversity in terms of architecture and history in India. I think my time here in Shimla and actually in northern India in the last 2 weeks has been basically complete immersion with regards to the Indian population. I haven't met many foreigners at all in the last 2-3 weeks that I've been traveling in India. So I mean, right now I'm in the middle of the main square here in Shimla. I'm the only foreigner that I can see, and I'm getting unbelievable looks as if I was some sort of ghostly alien apparition. I mean, people are astounded to see a foreigner basically, which is pretty strange. Like, this is quite a touristy area, at least for locals. Alright, so here we are. This is the train station. It looks really cool. Let's have a look around. So look, this is the Kalka to Shimla timetable. So we're going to be getting... Right, so that one up there. The 1725 to 2205, that's the first last one, 745 rupees. So that's about €9, which is what I paid. And apparently it's the most kind of deluxe version. So there's like 4 or 5 different train services, and this one is apparently the best. It's got like carpets and big windows, and they serve food. So yeah, that should be cool. Let's see what it's like when it rolls in. Informed that it leaves from platform 1, and the name is called. It's a really strange name. It's called the Shimla Express. I think it is Shimla Deluxe. It's a very kind of Russian Soviet name, but yeah, that's it. So this is it. This is the station. So we've got a bit of an explanation as to why it was so important. So it basically says that it was inaugurated in 1903, and because of the technical difficulties of being in the Himalayas themselves, the actual distance, although it may not be very much, was very difficult to build at the time. So it took quite a while and has like 103 tunnels. And yeah, it takes just under 5 hours to go 93 kilometers. So it gives you an idea of just how slow and arduous the terrain is. Sorry, sir. Is this the Shimla Express? Shimla? Yeah. 25 past 5, yeah? 20. Perfect, thank you. So yeah, this is it. Look at that. Yeah, so it's a narrow gauge train. And they also call it a toy train, or the toy train. I think because of, well, look at it. Absolutely beautiful. Tiny little carriages, curtains. It's like going back in time. Look at this. Oh, it's an absolute beaut. Fucking love trains. Here I am with my noodles. I got a bit peckish because I asked him what time the food comes, and he said 8. So yeah, a bit peckish. Look at this view. Absolutely beautiful. This is going to be fun. Okay, let's go. Hello, sir. Yeah, thank you. Very cool. We are taking 6 hours. I'm so happy. This is so cool. Really cool. Really cool. That's my seat. Hi. Hi. There we go. be the prettiest train I've ever seen. Is a very impressive, really is such an impressive feat of engineering. I mean, the gauge, the tracks there are so narrow. They are so narrow, and there are parts of the route itself that goes through these tiny tunnels. Look, it's coming to a stop now. I don't know why. Yeah, pretty impressive. Look at the views. And so it seems like you get spectators who line the tracks and, you know, take photos and take videos with their phones. Locals, I suppose. Can't blame them. Look at that. Yeah, we're coming into a station now. And this is what train travel is all about. And they do a master's.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get a job that pays enough without going to university in Europe. Very difficult. Very difficult.
So 1 month, on a 1 month trip,
Yeah.
you are to India,
I'm doing northern India. Yeah,
northern India.
yeah,
Northern India.
just northern India. I was in India 4 years ago, and I did the south.
If you have been to Amritsar,
I've been to Amritsar.
you see the Jallianwala Bagh.
Where?
You see in Amritsar.
Yes.
You see Jallianwala Bagh.
Ah, yes, I did. Yes, yes, I did. Yeah.
You see Golden Temple.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I saw the Partition Museum. I went to the Wagah border.
Wagah border.
I went to the Wagah border. Yeah.
We have military rears. You know, Indian military rears.
तो फिर क्या होता है ये काफी वीडियो में आता है विजुअल होता है
खुद ही रखते हैं ये. Like you see, he has a vlogging here. He's making video. He's shooting, and people will definitely love to watch
So
that.
like that, you shoot, you know.
अभी है इधर बिल्कुल डाला
What's the plus?
प्लस पॉइंट
Oh. It's
fashion.
fashion. Fashion, yeah, fashion. In India, men don't have. No, only women. Yeah, yeah. Here we are. That's us, Shivalik. Stop for about 2 minutes. Doesn't stop long. Oh, better go, better go. After you, sir.
चलो
Hello. Looks like dinner. That's the dinner.
Actually, he was hiding. If you talk about non-veg thing, even in front of that, he will mind it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was hiding that fact actually.
He was hiding what?
He was hiding that he doesn't hate non-veg.
Oh yeah.
He actually hates.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of a religious thing?
Yeah. With religious norms in India.
So, that's curries, chapatis. I have to say it's pretty nice, you know. Having a conversation, you know, with just the locals on a night train like this. That's why I travel, you know. So that's it. You know, ever since I went to the cinema and I saw the film The Darjeeling Limited with Wes Anderson, I have since had a fascination, one with trains and two with what I perceived as Indian sort of culture. And I said to myself that I'd love to get on a train similar to the one in the film. I'm not sure if any of you have seen it, but great film. And since then I've had a fascination with Wes Anderson films. But this is about as close as you can get, I think. There is another one of these trains, a sister train, which is also part of the UNESCO World Heritage Trains of India, which is in Darjeeling, which is right next to the sliver of Indian land between Bhutan and Bangladesh. So maybe I'll see that one day. But for the moment, that's been this trip, which has been pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Anyway, the next leg is from here to Delhi. So it's about 10:30, and apparently my train to Delhi should leave at about midnight. So yeah, just hang out here for a little bit, find my platform, and get on a sleeper train now to Old Delhi railway station. Let's see. We've found it. It's right here. So it's 10:30, but it's already here because it starts here. So this is it. This is us. So as you can see, you know, people get here early for the general class, just to get a seat, you know. Bit of food. But yeah, I think I'll try to find my cabin and get some rest. I'll try to anyway.
বন্ধু বান্ধবের মধ্যে তো কিছু বলতে পারছি যতটা আমার উপকার করেছে আমি ততটা বাদ দিয়ে দিচ্ছি কিছুটা গন্ডগোল
एक टाइम पकड़ ही लेता हाँ
So that's sleeper class. It's pretty eerie. pretty eerie indeed. Because it's obviously not started yet. It's all dark. Okay, so let's go. My cabin has just opened, so should have to open it up here. Right. So yeah, first AC is mine. Let's see how it is. Not too bad, smells pretty good. Perfectly adequate. Right. Look at this. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. Right. So. First class, as you can see, pretty wide. There's only 2 beds. This is the best one, obviously. Didn't get it again. This is the other compartment, also first class. But as you can see, the bottom bunks are folded up as seats during the day. So then they come along, they fold them down, and you put the bedding on, and off you go. And this is me, A3 storm down there. So that's mine there. Turn the light on. And so that's me there. Right. Get some sleep. I'm down with some sheets. Perfect. So I'll set myself up here. Bob's your uncle. Morning. Off just up now. It's currently 5:45. We're about 6 minutes delayed. So yeah, should get in there into Old Delhi railway station in about 20 minutes. Oof. Had a bad broken sleep throughout the night. Oh, I'm wrecked. But anyway, it's not too bad. Back into the hustle and bustle of a large Indian city. In this case, Delhi. This is Old Delhi railway station. Now there's Old Delhi, there's New Delhi railway station. There's many different railway stations in Delhi. But this isn't even the biggest one. And I can already feel it's massive. Look at this. It's not the kind of thing you want to see at 5:45 in the morning. So yeah, now the place I'm staying is about 12 minutes away by rickshaw. At least that's what Google Maps says. So now I'm tasked with having to get a rickshaw at a decent price to bring us there, which I'm sure will be nice and tranquil leaving the station. So yeah, just prepare myself mentally for that. and yeah, let's go for it. I don't check in until about 9. I think I got like early check-in, so maybe I can chill out in a cafe or something. Probably not. See the smog, massive smog, it's a thick layer in the atmosphere. Over there in the distance I see buildings, but I mean there's this thick haze. The level of pollution must be so high. So I've never actually been to Delhi before. I always fled from it. Every time I got to India I always flew into Delhi but then went straight on somewhere else. So I've never actually seen the city, but just from what everyone's always told me, I think it's going to be pretty hectic, and I think it's also probably not going to be one of my favorite places in India. But I fly out of here in a couple of days, so I thought I might as well at least see it, you know. There's my man. Yeah. Just dropping someone off. You know, now that I'm coming to the end of my time here, one of the things that keeps coming up is the scale of everything in this country, the size of the population, and a lot of factors that I think give India a huge amount of potential. So a lot of the workforce is very young, a lot of the population is very young. A lot of them speak English, the most educated people speak English, and the literacy rate and the proportion of the population that is educated is still nowhere near the developed world, shall we say. So there's a huge amount of potential for India's economy to explode. It's already the 5th largest economy in the world, but in terms of GDP per capita, it's still below that of Morocco. So I think living standards in the next 20-30 years are going to improve massively. And you know, if I were to invest in any country that's kind of up and coming, that has a lot of potential, I think India would be quite high on my list. So yeah, I think the future is bright for India. I think the future is better than its past. That's not to say it doesn't have problems, systemic problems. The inequality between urban and rural life, the remnants of the caste system, especially in the Hindu areas.